Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Football Weekly Chats, episode 4. In this one, we're going to talk about Tottenham Hotspur. Apologies, I am very late in doing this stream. I've been meaning to do it now for the last couple of weeks, but I've been so busy on my main channel, like with Manchester United stuff, doing live watch-alongs on here and non-Manchester United matches, so I've just not had the time to do it. So apologies, people, but finally we can do it tonight because there's no Ruben Amorim press conference reaction tonight to do. So yeah, let's talk about Tottenham Hotspur, as you guys are keen to hear my thoughts on Tottenham Hotspur as a neutral, and I'm more than happy to give you my thoughts on them. Big up to every single one of you who's live and locked in already. Much appreciated. If you're new to this YouTube channel, why not consider hitting the subscribe button, as I upload plenty of football content on this YouTube channel. And please subscribe as well to my main channel. The link is in the title and it's also in the description as well. And also you can find my F1 channel in the description. But my honest thoughts on Tottenham Hotspur, well, as Ange Postecoglou says, it's who we are, mate. It's who we are. Yeah. I mean, Tottenham are just absolute bottlers, aren't they? I mean, let's get it right here, people, yeah? Let's absolutely get the narrative right. I mean, wow, unbelievable. But yeah, they are massive bottlers, in my opinion, Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah. But, you know, Ange Postecoglou, do I think he's a good manager and a good coach? Yes, I do. I think he's very good at times, but unfortunately, sorry about this, need to put my personal phone on charge. We're almost running on empty here on my personal phone. Right, power saving off. Plug that in, bush. There we go. I can charge up. But yeah, it's like Ange Postecoglou, to me, what's going to cost him his job is the high line he plays. He's too stubborn to change it. Tottenham just do not have the players to play a high line. I mean, let's get it right here. If you had the players to play a high line, you could carry on playing this high line. But as Tottenham don't, unfortunately, this is why results go against them, because they get too tired out, they get caught on the counter attack, they concede far too many goals, which for Tottenham Hotspur's standards, that's nowhere near sustainable in my opinion. And I'm pretty sure Tottenham Hotspur fans are listening to this as well. They would absolutely agree with what I'm saying. It's nowhere near sustainable at the end of the day, because Tottenham are meant to be a so-called Big Six club. But do I think they're a Big Six club? No, they're only Big Six club, really, because of Daniel Levy, this and that. You know, the Big Six, they call Manchester City, Manchester United, and Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, Tottenham. Yeah, they're the so-called Big Six. They're the ones who wanted to break away and start this European Super League, which thankfully fans stopped it from happening, because it would have been nowhere near sustainable in the end of the day. This Super League went ahead. It literally would have killed off the Premier League and any other leagues, to be honest with you. But it's in talks of returning, but this time as like basically a European competition. Well, it's like English clubs don't really want it, but it's Barcelona, Real Madrid, and all the teams who are struggling, they want it. So, yeah, which I understand why, but do not get us involved in it, okay? Us Premier League teams, after them big protests, we're not interested in it. Let's get the narrative right here. We are not interested in it in any shape or form whatsoever. But, you know, it's like with Tottenham Hotspur, Obviously, to me, Son Heung-min has not been the same since Harry Kane's left. Harry Kane and Son Heung-min were literally the dream team, weren't they? I mean, let's get it right here, people, yeah? Let's absolutely get the narrative right here. They're just unreal, you know, a machine, the dream team. But unfortunately, Harry Kane went to the Bundesliga to join Bayern Munich, and Son Heung-min has lost his key player who was helping him score a lot of goals. Now, do I think Son Heung-min is still a good player? Yes, 100%. I do still think he's a good player at the end of the day. But, you know, it's absolutely ridiculous how Tottenham Hotspur just are so inconsistent. It really is. They are so erratic. Like they had a fantastic result against Liverpool in the Carabao Cup, and then they couldn't beat Tamworth in normal time. They had to play an extra half an hour. I mean, what on earth is that all about, man? Seriously. And also, oh yeah, what else? Losing these silly matches. I mean, come on, man. This is not Tottenham Hotspur's standards. Let's get the narrative right here, people, yeah? I mean, Tottenham Hotspur fans must be absolutely tearing their hair out watching their team sometimes. I mean, how on earth did they beat my team, Manchester United? You know, they beat them in the Premier League 3-0 at Old Trafford, and they also beat us in the Carabao Cup as well. So, just goes to show there is no consistency in that Tottenham Hotspur team. If you can beat the big teams like Man City, Liverpool, Manchester United, it's like they need to do it against teams like Brighton, Hove Albion, etc. Well, like teams at the bottom, like Ipswich and that. I mean, even Ipswich beat Tottenham, and they even beat Chelsea as well, Ipswich. So games can be tough in the Premier League. Let's get it right here, people, yeah? But the amount of silly points Tottenham Hotspur are dropping, to me, is just unacceptable at the highest level. And that will get them nowhere whatsoever. I mean, do I think they could win the Carabao Cup? If they defend well against Liverpool and keep them at bay, then who knows? Yes, they could win the Carabao Cup, but I think Liverpool would turn it around in the second leg, to be honest, at Anfield with you. Because Liverpool at Anfield, with the crowds behind them, they'll be like the 12th man. They really will. But, you know, Ange Postecoglou, I do think, like I said earlier on, he is a very, very good manager. But unfortunately, what lets him down is he's too stubborn to change his tactics. If he changed his tactics, then if Tottenham Hotspur were a bit more pragmatic, then maybe they might pick up more results. But they are currently 15th in the Premier League at Tottenham Hotspur. 15th. I mean, let's just have a look at their goal difference, shall we? The stats. Hang on. Go. There we go, that's better. I can stretch it now. I know what Spurs are. I know they'll bottle it. I think some will leave Spurs next, possibly down like 14. I agree with you, mate. But let's have a look where they are in the Premier League, shall we? I mean, this is just madness at the highest level. This is mad, I'm not going to lie. Tottenham Hotspur, here we go. They are table, here we go, in the Premier League. They are currently 14th. They're 14th in the Premier League. Their goal difference is +11. I mean, 14th. They're on 24 points. Of course, we won our game, so we got above them. we're up to 12th and Tottenham are down to 14th on the same points as Crystal Palace. You know, Everton are 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. They still have a 7 point gap to Everton, but Everton do have a game in hand. So in Tottenham don't watch it and Everton somehow win their matches, then it could get rather peak for Tottenham Hotspur. I'm not going to lie. I mean, this is absolutely crazy where they are. But obviously, at times they don't have the clinical goal scorers. You know, they squander so many chances at times, and they keep getting caught on the counter attack. So yeah, massive problems for Tottenham. It really is. But you know, I'm pretty sure if Big Ange had his players, that they'll be able to turn things around, to be honest. But you know, I don't think Big Ange is all to blame now. Tottenham Hotspur fans, in my personal opinion, should be pointing the finger at Daniel Levy, I think, because Daniel Levy is an absolute fraud at times, in my personal opinion. Let's get it right here. Of course, I'm not one of these YouTubers who really likes to talk about rivals all the time, maybe on the odd occasion, but you see, I'm not one of them YouTubers who does anything for clout, you know, keep gaslighting rivals like certain YouTubers on this platform. No, 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 not for me. Because, like I said many times on my main channel, I am authentic. We keep it real on here, we keep it 100. And yeah, because I'm no brown envelope. You know, the Matrix, they could try and bring me down all they like, but they will not succeed because anyone who's chatting like rubbish about Manchester United, I call them out. And if I think anyone's gas lighting rivals, I will call them out as well. Because, you know, I don't discriminate at the end of the day. I say exactly what I want to say. And if you like it, great. If not, then cry. I don't care. It's as simple as that. Because I am 32 years old. I'm not changing anytime soon. And yeah, my community is elite. My chat is elite. We built such a great community. There we go. Yeah, but you know, oh yeah, I just want to say while I'm on here, I know this is a non-Manchester United channel, but I want to literally pay my respects to Manchester United legends and the last of the Holy Trilogy, Dennis Law, who has sadly passed away at the age of 84. I mean, wow, what a player, what an unbelievable player. He was loved by so many Manchester United fans, you know, young, present, old, you name it. What a guy. My thoughts go out to his family, honestly. I mean, what a guy. Dennis Law. Obviously, I didn't see much of him because it's a bit before my time, you know. I was born in 1992, but yeah, sad day for the Manchester United community. It really is. But, you know, with Tottenham Hotspur, if they get it right, they can be a really good football team. They could compete for titles, Champions Leagues, Europa Leagues, etc., if they had the right foundations and that. But I feel Daniel Levy is not serious enough because I feel he's not backed Ange Postecoglou enough. If he backs him a bit more, then I reckon Ange Postecoglou will be successful. But he needs to cut out on this stubbornness because at the end of the day, like I said earlier on in the show, this is what will end up him getting the sack if he's too stubborn to change his tactics. Of course, Kulusevski's a good player. Richarlison, I mean, he's so erratic. he can be really good, and other times he can be absolutely shit, in my opinion, Richarlison. But Richarlison, I do like him though, but it's crazy, absolutely crazy how erratic he is. I mean, at Everton, he's quite good, but for Spurs, he's just been a bit of a flop, hasn't he? Well, mind you, when Manchester United have signed some players in the past, and they've been flops. For example, Falcao, Alexis Sanchez, you name it. Oh, dear me, man. It's an absolute joke and a disgrace at times, honestly. But, Tottenham Hotspur fans, what do you make of the situation? Because I'm just giving my personal opinion as a neutral. You may think it differently to me, but, I just wanted to say what my thoughts are on them and how do I think they can improve. I think no doubt about it, defensively, they need to improve. This is what I mean. They need to be a little bit more pragmatic, I think. Now, I know I call my team Manchester United out for being pragmatic, but I don't have a problem with us being a tiny bit pragmatic if we get it over the line. But to be pragmatic the whole game, no, no, no. You should be attacking and going for it because if you're pragmatic, just keeping hold of possession and you're doing nothing with it, the opposition grow in confidence, and this is where my football team get very, very nervous. So, but if you're pragmatic some of the game, then fair enough. But you know, Tottenham, where do I see them finishing this season? I think their best case scenario position would be 10th, which is crazy to say it because at the end of the day, this is Tottenham Hotspur, who should comfortably be in like the top six and that. I mean, let's get the narrative right here. And now we're talking about them finishing about 10th. Of course, that's where Manchester United could end up as well, 10th at the end of the day. But, let's wait and see what happens. No doubt about it. In Tottenham Hotspur, they've missed Harry Kane massively since going to the Bundesliga. But I could understand why Harry Kane wanted to leave because he knew Tottenham Hotspur weren't getting anywhere. But unfortunately for Harry Kane last season, he ended up trophyless because, obviously Bayer Leverkusen won the Bundesliga title and Bayern Munich didn't win anything. So that's real unfortunate for Harry Kane. It really was. But Son Heung-min, as I said, since Harry Kane's gone, he's definitely lost a bit of that creative spark. I feel, Serge Reguilon as well for Tottenham, who spent a little period at Manchester United on loan. I think he's a really good player, to be honest. When I see him play, he's always trying to put in the work rate and the shift for Tottenham Hotspur, but they got too many players who are bang average, and that is down to one man, Daniel Levy. Daniel Levy should be getting the checkbook out and working with Ange Postecoglou. And, I'm shocked, to be honest, as neutral, that Ange Postecoglou has not been sacked, but it looks like Daniel Levy is willing to give him more time, which, you know, if you want him to succeed, you need to back him then, Daniel Levy, in my personal opinion. It's as simple as that in the end of the day. Needs to be backed. Otherwise, like I said, they will not get anywhere, Tottenham Hotspur. They got the players to do it, but half of them are just by average and not good enough. This is why they need a bit of a rebuild. But as Big Ange says, it's who we are, mate. It's who we are. The history of the Tottenham. But, that's my thoughts on Tottenham Hotspur. I mean, any rival fans in the live chat, let me know down below what you think. But, yeah, let's read a bit in the chat, shall we? Here we go. Oh, Wow, it's gone a bit bananas. See, this is what happens when you don't look at the chat. When you come back to it, you see there's been quite a lot of messages. Big up to you, Danny 914. I've had enough of the Chelsea sporting director. We wasted 1B only on good players. We bought Cole Palmer, Neto, and Sancho, and how Chelsea fans still accept this for words. Who more bottle jobs, Spurs or Arsenal? I think at the moment, just the comparison between the two clubs, where they are in the league, I have to say Spurs. Yeah, I think he might leave as well, Daniel. 914. I know what Spurs are, and I know they will bottle it. They are 15th. I don't want Garnacho at Chelsea. He's bang average. Big up Josh J. Geezer. We have got to talk about Neymar, mate. Oh, okay. Yeah, Danny 914 button Michael.Chelsea FC's channel on the line chat. Kurshela to Paris Saint-Germain is now completed. 70 million deal. Contracts until 2029. At Danny 914, big up, mate. Enzo Maresca is not getting back at Chelsea and does not trust the squad. Yeah, I agree. 100% agree on that. What's going on with Neymar then? Let's have a look. Neymar Jr. Sound like what's going on. Here we go. Jorge Jesus on Neymar Jr. I would like him to be with me in the AFC Champions League. I'd like him to be with me. If I'm still here for the Club World Cup, and he is too, I'd like us to be involved in this project. I'd like Neymar Jr. to accept. Wow, that's interesting. Very interesting. Neymar being linked to Chicago Fire and MLS source Daily Mail. Oh, okay. Wow. Let's have a look on this. Neymar not registered for Saudi Pro League games. All right. Hi, Josh, mate. Good to see you, mate. Big up to you, Adam. As always, mate. Neymar Jr. Chicago Fire. Yeah, you did, mate. Chicago Fire. Hang on, let's type that in. Chicago Fire. Here we go. Let's have a look. Let's have a look, guys. Chicago Fire have genuine interest in Neymar Jr., but negotiations are not at advanced stages of the player's side so far. Neymar and his camp have not given any green lights received with formal contract proposal yet. Early stages of the story and nothing imminent as of now. Wow, interesting. But, you know, my thoughts going back to Tottenham Hotspur, what do I think they should do? I think, in my personal opinion, they should give Big Ange more time because I do think he's a good coach. But I must stress he needs to stop being so stubborn, and Daniel Levy needs to back him. Or if you're not going to back him, piss him off. It's as simple as that. In the end of the day, you know, balls in your courts, Daniel Levy. Really, you're the one who's got to make the decision. But I'm just talking from a neutral perspective. I mean, Tottenham Hotspur fans, if you're watching after this, let me know down below what you think. But my take on it is that I think he should be backed, in my personal opinion. But will Daniel Levy do it? I'm not so convinced, unfortunately, for Ange Postecoglou, but we'll wait and see. We will wait and see. Right, the next thing I want to move on to now is obviously breaking news today that Chelsea are interested in signing Garnacho from Manchester United. Now, yes, this is a non-Manchester United channel, but I want to give my thoughts on it. Chelsea Garnacho. If you want Manchester United content, make sure you subscribe to my main channel. The link is in the title and it's also in the description, and my F1 channel as well is in the description. Here we go. Chelsea transfer news. Man United's Alejandro Garnacho and Borussia Dortmund's Jamie Gittins are January targets. Manchester United, Garnacho and Dortmund's James Gittins are two players Chelsea are looking at in the January transfer window. The wingers are among a number of options of interest to Chelsea. Garnacho is also Napoli's first choice to replace PSG-bound Castagna. The wingers are among a number of options to Chelsea. Garnacho, however, is Napoli's first choice to replace Castagna. The Georgia international set to join Paris Saint-Germain this month. Yeah, and that's pretty much been confirmed now. Sky Sports and News understands United do not want to sell Garnacho, and it's thought it would take a huge offer for them to even consider it. I can't see him leaving, to be honest. The 20-year-old is part of the club's plans and has started their last two games. Red Devils boss Ruben Amorim has been talking up Garnacho in recent weeks and has been speaking about how he can improve. Well, what I saw at last night, he needs to be less greedy. It's as simple as that at the end of the day, if he stays with us. Chelsea interest in Garnacho comes aimed Blues winger Mudryk being previously suspended by Football Association in December after failing a drugs test. Chelsea target Tell wants to stay at Bayern Munich. Chelsea target Tell wants to stay and fight for his place at Bayern Munich and is unwilling to leave as it stands. Enzo Maresca's side have contacted Bayern to ask about Tell's availability. The Premier League club are made inquiries in the teenager over the summer. Borussia Dortmund are now pushing to sign forward number 10 from Manchester United. Oh, please, I hope so. I really do. I love it they signed him. Just get him out, yeah. But yeah, Garnacho, if he went to Chelsea, do I think he would do well at Chelsea with the players they got? No. I think he'd be a big flop, to be honest, where if he stayed with us, I think it could be work out. You know, Garnacho's like a Marmite, isn't he? You either love him or hate him at the end of the day, where me, I quite like Garnacho, so I hope he does stay with us. But can I see him going to Chelsea? No. And will proper Chelsea accept it? No, they will not. Absolutely not. Johnny Minerals won't Minerals FC, nor will Michael.Chelsea FC Footy F1 MotoGP. He will not accept it either, nor will Day Unite 14, because, you know, they are trying to force Krista and Cuckoo out for the pounds note, Chelsea. I mean, as a neutral, I am absolutely flabbergasted by that. I really am. But just go to show Clear Lake Capital, or Chelsea fans like to call Clown Lake, just do not care one bit about players who lands the minerals to Chelsea. It's as simple as that in the end of the day. You know, Clear Lake Capital are an absolute virus to Chelsea Football Club. And if I was Chelsea fans, I'd start to protest against them. I really would, because if proper Chelsea want to take back control in their football club, they need to get their protest started. Because look what happened when Manchester United fans started to protest against the Glazers, right? Once that protest happened, the Glazers decided to sell 25% of the football club. And obviously, I can remember during the pandemic when fans went inside the stadium, broke inside the stadium to protest. They're ripping out seats and everything. Now, to me, that is way out of order. You cannot be doing that. That is out of line. But you can do a peaceful protest. And if I was Chelsea supporters, I would rally up the troops right now and go to Stamford Bridge and start a clean protest and take back control of your football club. Because until you take back control, Clear Lake and Capital will be doing anything for the pound's note. I mean, let's get it right here. And it could get wrong or peak for Chelsea fans, unfortunately. But proper Chelsea knew they weren't in a title race, and even as a neutral, I knew they weren't in a title race. I said they concede far too many goals. They've got a goalkeeper who is absolutely useless, Robert Sanchez. So, yeah, which is why, unfortunately, for proper Chelsea, there could be some more painful days ahead before it gets better. Comments, here we go. Just get back to the chat. Are you going to talk about other clubs tonight? I don't want him at Chelsea. He's bang average. No more kids at Chelsea. We are not serious enough. What about me? And I hate Chelsea sporting director. They are cowards. Yep. Carrot eating Winstanley, Stuart Little, Ornum, Alsner, that. Now we'll just see. Like I said, these owners, Clear Lake Capital, do anything for the pound note. It's as simple as that at the end of the day. But, downright 14, you're proper Chelsea as well. You're about 21 or 22. So, yeah, you're proper Chelsea. And you can't be happy in the situation at your football club. And also, Enzo Maresca as well. To me, I feel he's a bit out of his depth, to be honest. But we all know why he's at the football club, because Clear Lake Capital wanted a yes man, where Thomas Tuchel, Emma Hayes, there are not yes people. They were proper Chelsea, and they would always hold Clear Lake Capital accountable. I mean, let's get it right here. This is why Clear Lake Capital literally got rid of Thomas Tuchel, because they didn't want a manager in who possibly could expose them and that. So they thought, right, you're sacked, you're out of here faster, you're say, but, bosh. Then they brought in Graham Potter, then they brought in, obviously he got the sack, so they hired an interim manager until the end of the season, Frank Lampard. And then they brought in Pochettino, which I thought under Pochettino they were progressing, but he's about to expose Clear Lake Capital. So Clear Lake Capital were like, you're out here faster, or say, but as well. Bosh. And then obviously they brought in Enzo Maresca as well. So, which Enzo Maresca, no Premier League experience, and all these Chelsea fans who are getting giddy about Chelsea potentially being in a title race. I mean, get out of here, man. I knew deep down they weren't in the title race. They told Chelsea fan that this was meant to be a window forward plan, and what sporting director said they failed at not getting top goalkeeper and not striker, and I can't blame Enzo Maresca of the season. No, you can't. You really can't blame Enzo Maresca, because if anything, I think he's affecting him in this, to be honest. But it just goes to show that Clear Lake Capital just don't care. They're not worried about the history of Chelsea. Why do you think they're trying to completely destroy the model what Roman Abramovich created? Because they want to go down their own lane. And obviously, you got the ownership at civil war with each other. Meatloaf Bowley and, Todd Bowley and who's the other one? Who's the other owner's name now? There's Todd Bowley and Igbali. That's it. Igbali and Todd Bowley at Civil War battling for who should be 100% ownership. Where Todd Bowley, he wanted to carry on with Roman Abramovich's model, but Igbali wanted to start this under-23 model where you keep bringing in younger generation players. I mean, ridiculous, because you're never going to get anywhere in the Premier League if you just add younger generation players. I mean, you need a mixture of experience and younger generation players to be successful as a football club. Then the younger generation can learn off of the experience. Like I said in many streams before, if you just had a team with inexperienced players, you would get found out. If you just had a team with experienced players, you would get found out, because to be successful in elite sport, right, you need the right balance, the right culture, the right structure to be successful. It's as simple as that at the end of the day. If you're not successful, then you're not going to get anywhere, are you? Which, like I said, unfortunately for Chelsea fans, I believe darker days, there'll be more darker days than positive days, but proper Chelsea will always get behind their team. I have no doubt about it. If we don't get top four this season, I can't blame Enzo Maresca and manager anymore. No, it's your owners. It's 100% your ownership. They need to be held accountable, because you know what they say. That famous saying, what one of my favourite YouTubers uses. Oh, hang on. That light's gone off, because it's on timer, you see. You know what they say, accountability is the best ability. So your owners need to be held accountable for why your football club is in this situation, mate. I mean, let's get the narrative right here, people, yeah? Let's absolutely get it right at the end of the day. It's nowhere near sustainable, the situation they're in at the end of the day. It's just crazy, absolutely crazy. But, if Chelsea abandoned this under 23 model and went back to how they were under Roman Abramovich, they can easily get back to being successful again. But until they literally get back into that, they will 100% struggle, unfortunately. The next thing I want to talk about is Erling Haaland signing a 10-year contract extension at Manchester City. I mean, oh my goodness me. That is absolutely insane. And apparently it's been reported that he's going to be the first ever player to earn £500,000 a week. I mean, that is absolutely incredible. Now, there's been a lot of uncertainty with Erling Haaland, but now he signed this big contract, he is going absolutely nowhere. And if anyone wanted to buy him in the future, they would have to literally pay a record tally. I mean, let's get the narrative right here, because they would have to pay big to terminate that contract. And obviously, I know Man City are not having the best of seasons this season, but I think they'll be back in business next season. I really do, because look at what they're doing now. They're trying to put it right in the January transfer window, which obviously they're 2-0 up against Brentford, and then Brentford's came back to draw 2-2. Obviously, they had a couple of very good wins against a very poor West Ham United side and against a poor Leicester City side as well. But they beat Salford in the FA Cup, but against Brentford, really, they're back to reality, really, that they just not got the same firepower in the season since Rodri has been injured. I mean, let's get the narrative right here. Rodri is a huge miss. Man City knew that they went wrong in this transfer market in the summer, so they're trying to put it right now. They're trying to address it, which you can't blame them at the end of the day, trying to address it, because they want to be successful. They set the standards high every year. It's as simple as that at the end of the day. So by setting the standards every year, goes to show how serious football club they are. And him being on that sort of wages, wow. But I get why Man City wants to tie him down for the long term, because when he's on form and that, he is such a crucial player. Honestly, the end of the day, not surprised Erling Haaland is staying at Manchester City. Typical Mark Goldfish is crying about it. That sounds about right. I told Michael this, and he does believe me on his stream. I told Michael this on his stream about this, and he does believe me. And still blames Enzo Maresca, and I told him he should blame the sporting director and ownership. See, this is what I like about football. Football fans are entitled to their own opinions, aren't they? But yeah, Erling Haaland, wow. Let's read up more on his contracts, shall we? Let's see how much he's earned in Erling Haaland. New contracts, here we go. Let's go on the Manchester City website. Erling Haaland has signed a 10-year Manchester City contract, keeping him in at the football club until summer 2034. One of the finest strikers operating in the global game, the 24-year-old has enjoyed an extraordinary first 2.5 seasons since joining the club from Borussia Dortmund in the summer of 2022. In his first campaign in the Etihad, the Norwegian international provided one of the key catalysts in City's march to a historic treble: Premier League, FA Cup and Champions League. Along the way, the striker claimed an incredible haul of 52 goals in all competitions, the biggest ever tally by a Premier League player, as well as plundering the record total 36 league goals, and Haaland also winning the Premier League Golden Boot. A host of prestigious individual honours also came his way, including the PFA Player of the Year, prize the Premier League Player of the Year, Young Player of the Year awards, and Haaland also being named the Football Writers Association Player of the Year. Haaland then followed that record-breaking maiden season at City by making an equal seismic impact last term, as City made yet more history by becoming the first English men's team to win 4 consecutive top-flight titles. Despite being sidelined for the best part of 2 months through injury, Erling weighed in with an astonishing 38 goals from 45 appearances, including 27 in the Premier League, to earn him a second successive Golden Boot. The Norwegian has again been in prolific form so far across the 24-25 campaign, claiming 16 goals in just 21 Premier League appearances today and scoring 21 across all competitions on 28 games to date. He already sits 15th in the club list of all-time leading scorers. Reflecting on his new deal, Hannon said, "I'm really happy to have signed my new contract and be able to look forward to spending even more time at this greatest club. Manchester City is a special club full of fantastic people with amazing supporters, and it's the type of environment that helps bring the best out of everybody. I also want to thank Pep, his coaching staff, my teammates, and everyone at the club, as they have all helped me so much in the past couple of years. They have made this such a special place to be, and now I'm sitting no matter what. I want to keep developing, keep working to get the better, look to do my best to try and help us achieve more success going forward." City's director of football, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name because I don't have a clue. But anyway, he added, "Everyone at the club is absolutely delighted that Erling has signed a new contract. The fact he has signed for so long demonstrates our commitment to him as a player and his love for the club. He has made an incredible impact already in his time here, and his amazing numbers records speak for themselves. So in addition to his outstanding neutral talents and ability, Erling's dedication, professionalism, humility, and desire to keep getting better sums up what we all strive to achieve at Manchester City, because they are a proper club with standards. They are a well-run football club at the end of the day. He is one of the finest strikers in the world football, but Erling's still very young and will only continue to improve working under Pep and his coaching team. If he works hard, which I know he will create an incredible legacy at his football club. Now he can focus on his game and continue to play a huge part in helping us try to achieve more success. Everyone at City is delighted with the news, and we wish Erling every success during the remainder of his time here. A special striking talent across the multitude of outstanding talents that have lit up the Premier League since its inception more than 33 years ago. Arguably, none have been made a more seismic and immediate impacts on Erling Haaland. From the get-go, when Erling made the move from Borussia Dortmund in summer of 2022, it was clear that I've already read that bit. But yeah, what a signing. That is absolutely great news for Manchester City fans that he signed a new contract. I mean, look at these stats from the 22-23 season. Played 53, goals 52, assists 9, minutes 4,131. So 4,131 minutes, 24, 23, 24, plays 45, goals 38, assists 6, minutes 3,745. And this season, 24 to 25 to date, played 28 goals, 21 assists, 1, minutes 2,476. Astonishing. Honestly, wow. Just astonishing statistics. And it's so embarrassing we don't have a sponsorship as well for shirts and ownership. It's a mess. Yeah, I know. For you not to have a sponsor down 914, it's absolutely ridiculous. Wow. Absolutely unbelievable. But the next thing I want to talk about really is David Moyes. Obviously he's gone back to Everton. He did very well in his first spell at Everton. He lost on his return back to Everton against Aston Villa, but I heard Everton missed quite a few chances. But it may take a couple games for David Moyes to implicate his style of play. But once Everton get used to it, I think they'll be absolutely fine. And obviously, the sacking on Sean Dyche is very, very harsh. But for David Moyes, I am so happy he's back at Everton. He belongs at Everton, and I really hope he makes them successful in the end of the day. Sean Dyche did an amazing job, but it's clear as day these new Everton owners just did not want to carry on with Sean Dyche. They thought he wasn't quite the man for the long term, so he has a successful good few seasons there. But obviously, with this Everton ownership, they feel that David Moyes is more of an experienced manager than Sean Dyche, which Everton know they want direction to take their football club, and the end of the day needs new owners. So I get why they did sack Sean Dyche, but do I still think it's very, very harsh? 100%. It really is. So harsh on Sean Dyche. But David Moyes, though, he is a good manager, so I think he will do really, really well at Everton. I really do. Obviously, you got Thomas Frank as well at Brentford doing a really solid job. Well, the character they showed to come back against Manchester City, Brentford, was unbelievable. Worcester, he's been playing well this season for Brentford, and they've not really missed Ivan Toney at all, to be honest. Ivan Toney, he obviously plays for a team in Saudi Arabia now, where before he was at Brentford. But they got rid of David Raya, who went to Arsenal. But Flecken is doing a good job in goal this season. He's a really good goalkeeper, Flecken. I've watched him. He's produced some very, very good saves at the end of the day. But Thomas Frank, do I think a big club could come in for him at some point? I think so, but he should just stay at Brentford because he's doing a superb job. But if bigger clubs come in from them, how on earth are you going to turn down a bigger club, even if you are out of debt? Because literally your wages double or triple. So, yeah, you'll be laughing, won't you? But, obviously Graham Potter now at West Ham, we'll wait and see how he does at West Ham. I mean, he didn't have the best of time at Chelsea, but Chelsea were a shambles back then. And to me, though, I thought he's a bit out of his depth for Chelsea. He tried his best, but he wasn't quite good enough at the end of the day. At Chelsea, was he, Graham Potter? But, Brighton, they're doing decent as well. Who else? I mean, Forest, they're absolutely landing the minerals, aren't they? I mean, they drew with Liverpool in the week, but that could still be a crucial point because I think it cements them in the top four. I really, really do at the end of the day. But going back to Tottenham Hotspur before I wrap this up, what do I think of Big Ange in general? I remember Big Ange, I wanted him at Manchester United. It's like when the Bulls ruled, Eric Ten Hag was really struggling and it looked like he lost the players and that. I thought, let's go for Ange Postecoglou. But I think the way Tottenham are struggling this season, no doubt about it, he would have struggled at us as well. But, again, this comes to the board, doesn't it? The Tottenham board are clearly not done enough. But one thing with Tottenham, though, they got a gorgeous stadium, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, which has only been around now for a couple of years. But when you go into it and see it on the TV now, everything looks so modern on it. It really does at the end of the day. But, Tottenham Hotspur, as I said, I think the best they can hope for this season is really tense. I mean, as a Manchester United fan, the situation we're in right now, I would take a 10th place finish, but I'm seeing though why we're down in this position in the first place. Because we've seen how good the players were against Liverpool and Arsenal, and then against Southampton, like someone flicks a switch back to playing absolute crap again. I mean, let's get the narrative right here, people. Yeah, let's absolutely get it right. Right, let's read more of the chat instead for that tosspot Lukaku shambles. Chelsea still are, mate. Never want Potter at Chelsea, and I want him gone. Manchester United need a sporting director. Yes, Erling Haaland is a remarkable player. I wished Roman brought him to Chelsea. I played F1 2020 chords today, and I'm doing a career mode, and I'm at Haas, and what top teams should I go to? I mean, maybe the team in red, Ferrari. Yeah, they are. They are shambles, I agree. But you won last night, be happy. What? Taking into 81 minutes to break down the worst team in the Premier League. Get out here, man. I was seething at the highest level. And still, to me, it's not sustainable whatsoever. Only just getting over the line. Well, if Ahmad wasn't out on that pitch, we probably would have lost, I reckon. 100% we would have lost that game. I mean, let's get it right here, people, yeah? Let's absolutely get their narrative right. But Tottenham, they're in the mud. You know, Arsenal, bottlers, so at times they're in the mud. Chelsea, as a neutral, I knew they weren't in the title race. Manchester City, I don't think they'll win the league this season, but I think they'll get top four. Who else? I think Brighton will beat Manchester United. I think so as well. And yeah, Forest, I think they'll finish second or third. They're flying this season. I mean, Nuno Certo Santo got sacked at Tottenham. Look what he's doing at Forest this season. Forest last season, near the relegation zone. And look at them. They're keeping up with Liverpool and Arsenal. Of course, like Arsenal winning that game the other night, they've now gone above Forest, unfortunately. So, but Forest, yeah, outstanding by them this season. They are showing no fear whatsoever. Southampton, unfortunately, for my subscriber Hayden Cox, they are gone, unfortunately. But I did give them a lot of credit because they did play very well against us. But where's that been from Southampton all season? Oh, nice, Adam. Dr. Pepper, that's what I drank during my live watch on last night. I mean, oh my goodness sake. When I do live watch-ons on here, I am so calm and relaxed. But when I do Manchester United ones on my main channel, I get really angry and pissed off, and rightly so, to be honest. Because, you know, it's like watching Manchester United can be very, 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 very stressful at the end of the day. I mean, let's get the narrative right here, people, yeah? Let's absolutely get it right. You seen your hand? Yes, I seen your hand last night, Josh, mate. Yep. And obviously on my main channel, I did. But the happy clappers will accuse you being toxic and negative. Don't get in the fucking bin, mate. Seriously. I couldn't care less what others think. I really couldn't. You know, it's like at the end of the day, when it comes to my football club, I'm unfiltered. I don't hide behind the fence about it. I'm not sponsored by anyone. I don't do anything for the pounds note. So, yeah, we carry on landing it. We say it how it is. We say it how we see it. And we definitely need to do another show at some point, mate. 100%. I can't wait to get you on my channel again at some point. When do Chelsea play Manchester United? So let's have a look. Because I think we've got you coming up soon, haven't we? Manchester United's fixtures. Here we go. We got Seagull Merchants next, as you like to call them, Michael. The Seagull Merchants. And Fulham, Crystal Palace. Oh wow, not until May. Gosh, that's a long time. But yeah, we can do a show soon, mate. I'm going to watch it very soon. But yeah, we can do a show before then. You want, mate? Yeah, you're one of the regulars on my channel, so we got to get you on. And anyone else who wants to come on, just message me. You're on the best YouTube, Josh, mate. Keep it up, Josh, mate. Thanks. I appreciate that, Adam. But yeah, got to do more lives together soon, mate. Bosh, absolutely, 100%. But anyway, I am wrapping this up now, people. I will be back tomorrow on my main channel with Ruben Amorim press conference reaction, and I may post a normal upload as well. Probably do a YouTube shorts as well. So yeah, and this channel I'll be doing the live watch on Monday at the Chelsea and Wolves game. So anyone interested, to make sure you stay tuned to that. Do fan corner show, football fans and Manchester United fans as well, with views. I mean, if I did a call-in show on my main channel, it'd be Manchester United only, and on this channel, we can do it with multiple fans, where they get to talk about their football club. You get to give your opinion, and I'll give my opinion as a neutral. But yeah, fan call-in show on my main channel will be only Manchester United. On here, it's open to anybody. But obviously, myself and Michael.Chelsea FC, we have done shows on my main channel together, but that's when we wanted to talk about Manchester United and Chelsea. But for call-in shows, it'd be Manchester United only. And on here, any other football fans who wishes to join in the call-in show, always be open to doing it. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Take care. Good night. Big up to every single one of you. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.